What is up, everybody? My name is Nedia. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Colosseum. In the last episode, we defeated Lady Venus by the skin of our teeth, or should I say, the beak of Charmin, I guess. The beak of our Charmin. And in this episode, we are going to chase Lady Venus down a giant flight of stairs. Are you ready for some battles? Because that's what we're going to be doing today. First things first, there's actually something I would like to take care of. And that is I would like to teach Steel Wing to Charmin. Charmin is able to learn this. We're not going to get much out of this. It's mostly just another attack for Charmin to have. But honestly, I am not using Safeguard. And besides, Charmin has Natural Cure anyways. So if I get a status ailment, I can just switch out. It's not that big of a deal. So that's what we're doing. I think I'm going to hold on to these rare candies for a little bit. I'm gonna hold on to all this stuff. Actually, we're doing pretty okay on stuff. We have quite a few healing items. I'm not really too worried. Who do I want to start here? I think I maybe want to start Croco and Apollo. That sounds fun. Let's do that. Let's start Croco and Apollo. Probably not all of my Pokemon names are gonna end with O's. Hello. Oops. There were other spies. You're not getting past me. Were there other spies? Did the other ones get past you? Frenna. Shroomish and Teddy Ursa. Alright, well, I have bad news for you is that your tiny little mushroom and your tiny little teddy bear are about to get destroyed by my giant alligator. See, these guys are perfectly normal level. Why is Venus so much higher level? I guess it just makes it more of a challenge? I don't know. Anyway, so unfortunately you are kind of seeing the gist of this area because we flocked down a singular flight of stairs. A singular, count them, one flight of stairs. And, we are already getting stopped by trainers. So you can probably already see this is going to be a very trainer-heavy area. This area, I'll talk more about it a little bit later, but because I don't like to cut out required battles, yeah, this is going to be a long one. We're going to be fighting a lot of trainers, and not much is going to be happening. Did I say not much is going to be happening? I was lying, because, oh wait, we're going to be getting tons and tons of Shadow Pokemon, like Gligar here. Gligar has a very interesting type. It is ground flying, has some pretty interesting weaknesses, but also some really interesting immunities, being immune to ground and electric, which is pretty cool. Gligar has a pretty solid physical attack stat, and will get a lot of use out of its ground type moves and its flying type moves. The issue is that it won't evolve. Gliscor does not exist yet, so it will not get the chance to evolve into Gliscor. And it's also pretty frail. It cannot take hits well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty fast, so it'll go first a lot. It can do a lot of damage, but it will not take hits well. It has a very unique type that can be a good switch-in if you know what you're doing with it, but also can be a pretty hard switch-in if you don't. So just be wary of all of that. Gligar is not terrible. It's just not as good as other ground or flying types that we have, just because of its low stats for right now, because it doesn't evolve. That's all I really have to say about it. We're getting Sand Attacked, which doesn't matter because we're using Swift, which never misses. Oh wow, I think that did physically 1 damage. Oh, this Gliscor's pretty high. This Gligar, I keep saying Gliscor. This Gligar's pretty high level. I could probably do more to it. I could probably use Surf and it'd be fine. No, maybe not now, actually. And I did save before this time, so... Jigglypuff. I did save before this time, so... If we fail to catch this Gligar, then we can reset and not have to go too far. But the farther we get into these staircases, the worse it'll get, so... Let's just try to catch everything. Reflect here. The Surf shouldn't knock this Gligar out. It's pretty high leveled. It is weak to, and like I said, it doesn't have the greatest defenses, so I can't promise anything, but... Okay, good. Not bad. Wow, you really Stage Attack? Okay. Not taking another risk on that, so we'll just go... We could try... It's got pretty low health. We could try the Pokeball. We've got some great balls. I've got quite a few great balls, actually. Let's go ahead and toss the great ball, and then we'll just hit the old Jigglypuff with some Psybeam. And we should be good to go. One, two, three. Very good. All right. That's a good start. Let's keep up the momentum. Espeon. Thank you. Oh, the melee player in me has learned to hate Jigglypuff. Not a good matchup for Sheik. Actually, I don't think Jigglypuff Sheik is as bad as people say it is. Just because Sheiks have had problems with H-Box, I don't think it's Jigglypuff, I think it's just the way that H-Box plays. I'm not supposed to lose, I want a Colosseum challenge. Whatever. If you're mean to me, I'm going to cry, okay? Okay. Wah. Yeah, I don't actually think Jigglypuff Sheik is as bad as people say it is. I think it's just the way H-Box plays it, it makes it hard for Sheiks. Now, Peach Sheik, I hate that matchup. I've never actually had to officially play Icy Sheik in like a tournament setting or anything. Liax? I guess it must be Liax. Yeah, I haven't actually had to play Jigglypuff or Icy's Sheik, but I've heard that's probably Sheik's worst matchup. I think Sheik wins Fox Sheik. There, I said it. Melee people, if you're watching this, if you somehow see this, melee, like other melee players, come at me. I don't care. I think if at the very least, I think it's slightly Fox favored. I think it might be like 45-55 because of the way that Sheik can edgeguard Fox and combo Fox because he's a fast faller. But what do I know? About me talking about melee. Let's use Surf. Okay, did about half. This person keeps sending out poison types against my psychic type, which is very unfortunate for them. They're not really having a good time. And I will just keep using Surf until the cows come home. Great job. Great job, Apollo. I'm proud of you. Charmander level 39. And Stantler. Stantler's also a Shadow Pokemon. Stantler's pretty cool. Stantler, as you can see right there, has Intimidate for its ability, which is very good in double battles. I talked high praise of it already. Intimidate actually helps out Stantler because Stantler doesn't have the greatest defensive stats in the world, meaning that Intimidate can actually help it, so that's pretty fun. Stantler is also a normal type, meaning it can learn lots of really cool moves, and it actually has not terrible stats, unlike Dunsparce, to where it can actually use some of those moves. It comes with Hypnosis, which is pretty fun, helps you catch Shadow Pokemon. All in all, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's a normal type in a game with not very many options. It's pretty fun. It has a pretty wide move pool. You can probably do a lot of things with it. I think it'd be worth a shot to try out and see what you can come up with, because I think you could probably have some fun with it. And like I said, it's basically just Dunsparce with a better ability and way better stats. Not way better, like it'll rock your socks off stats, but like it is not the worst thing out there. You could probably get some use out of it. You can definitely get more use out of it just with Intimidate and Hypnosis alone than you get with Dunsparce. So I could give this thing a recommendation. The goal is obviously not to KO it, even though I just talked about it. Now, obviously all of these battles... all of these battles are one time only, so we have to be very careful. I don't know what its catch rate is, honestly. Okay, takedown. Getting up on. We can take recoil, good. We hit the Sing. Oh, we hit it, alright, not bad. Put that deer to sleep. I had no point using Scary Face, I just needed to stall. Alright, not bad to sleep. Decently low health. I think we can snag it in the snag ball here. I changed my mind. I'm gonna use Rain Dance on this turn instead. Yay. Whoa, the lighting looked really weird right there. We could like barely see Wes. 1, 2, 3. All right, not bad. 2 in a row. Knock on wood. I have a wood table next to me. I'm knocking on it right now. What's with this ridiculous power? It's called using Surf. Went ahead and went upstairs and healed because I could have just used an item, but I did not feel like it. And I also went and switched around my party, put Sherman up front to let them do some battling. What's up? What do you know? I thought I'd have to go. I thought I'd have to get involved in this. Well, too bad, Lania. That's what I'm assuming it's pronounced because I'm just reading it like Sonya. Sonya. Maybe it's Sonya. So maybe it's Lonia. But that sounds really. That sounds even dumber. I'm gonna loan ya. Like a deed to that. So I'm gonna loan you a car or whatever. Alright, whatever. Let's just get this over with. Let's do some Dragon Breath on some Masquerain. Masquerain might be one of the most forgettable Pokemon in existence. Has anyone ever actually used a Masquerain in a playthrough? I think it's really well designed, but it seriously evolves from Surskit, which, at least in the Generation 3 games, I don't know about the future games, but in the Generation 3 games was only on one route and had like a 1% encounter rate. Because at least with Masquerain, Masquerain doesn't even have the, oh god, yeah, alright, Charma's on, oh wow, she actually did, nice job. Alright, well you see Freeze for the first time, I guess. I've literally never seen Freeze, like, actually hit. You hardly ever see, like, you hardly ever see Freeze as a status. I'm completely immobile. If I get hit with a fire type move, I will de-thaw. Or I can just defrost over time. Those are the rules with Frozen. There's also a move that is exclusive to Ho-Oh called Sacred Fire that will de-thaw you if you're ever frozen. Also, you're completely frozen, so the animation display, that's kind of funny. Kyoko, get out there. Yeah, normally Ice Beam would not do that much, but I really was not expecting, a Dunsparce to be packing heat like that and be able to use that against my Dragon Flying type that is quad weak to it. But nonetheless. Surf. Masquerain goes down, and Dunsparce goes down as well. Thank you. Keep giving me those experience points. Juicy experience points. Octillery. We saw the pre-evolution of this guy earlier. Piloswine is a shadow Pokemon. Piloswine is kind of weird. Piloswine is an ice ground type, similar to Gligar. It's a pretty weird type. Has some interesting resistances and an immunity to electric that can be fun to switch into if you know what you're doing, but can also has a lot of weaknesses, and it doesn't have the best stats in the world to back up its defenses. So you really have to be careful and know how to use it if you're gonna go for it. Has some great offensive potential. Has some very poor defense potential. Ground and ice are two of the worst defensive types, except for ground having immunity. That's beside the point. But it has some great offensive potential with ground and ice type moves are both very powerful. It's a decent mixed attacker and decent mixed speed. It's pretty slow. Doesn't get the stab boost from Bambaswine in this game, so unfortunately Piloswine is as good as we're going to get. I've decided to make the decision that I'm going to challenge myself a little bit, and I'm going to snag this Piloswine, hopefully, to use it on my team. I've wanted to use this thing for a while when I was planning out my playthrough of this game and deciding what team I was going to use. The Ferret all the way back in Pyrite Town that had Runaway instead of Kenai. This would actually this actually would have been been the replacement for that Ferret. This was basically the backup plan because I knew there was the chance that I would screw up and not save before snagging that Ferret, and I would get Runaway because I wanted to use that Ferret. Ferret was the original plan, but I knew that there was the possibility. I think I'm safe to use Surf here. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I'm actually gonna do Surf first. I knew that there was the chance that I would screw up and that Ferret would have Runaway, and I would not want to use it. The Piloswine was always the backup plan. I always wanted to have a backup plan in case that happened, and Piloswine was the first choice. So I think this is, I think this will be fun. I've got some plans for this Piloswine that I think are going to be pretty interesting, and I'm pretty excited to show off what it's capable of because I feel like not many people are aware of what a Pokemon like this can do because it's pretty underrated. You don't really hear people talk about Piloswine and Mamoswine that much, especially not in this game because Mamoswine's not in this game. But I feel like, I don't know. I hope I can explain why I'm going for it, but I don't know. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what I can do with it. First things first, though, we have to not KO it. That's the first goal. I'm gonna throw up a Reflect. I might honestly just sit here. Oh, Slash has a high critical hit chance, so maybe I shouldn't do that. Okay, don't get a critical. Okay, good. Might go ahead and... Oh, you're using Dig. Okay, fair enough. Okay, and then we'll just do one of these. I can probably just throw the Pokeball. I might go and try. I got plenty of Pokeballs. I can just try a regular Pokeball. I'm using a lot of Great Balls to snag these guys. Let's see. Imagine. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's not what I thought was gonna happen, but alright, I'll take it. I actually missed this door over here off to the side. This door that has some items off to the left side here. 2 Timer Balls. Timer Balls are a special kind of Pokeball that get more powerful the longer the battle has gone on. They become the most powerful after 10 turns have passed, and 2 Max Potions that fully restores a Pokemon's HP. Very good items in here. Definitely want to stop by and grab those. I ran up and healed up our Pokemon, and I also swapped Piloswine out to the front of the party to go and get ready for them to do some battling. Now, unfortunately, I went and checked, and what the heck is this? 4 Ultra Balls, holy. I went ahead and checked, and still can't access the elevator. And unfortunately, Piloswine is a girl. Because the name I was gonna name it ended up being a male, which is fine. I'll think of a different name, so that's okay. But also something to mention that I didn't mention in the bio is that running into a trainer. Figured out getting past me, I'll protect Lady Venus from you. Okay, wonderful. Nellis. I mean, that's not too far off from regular names. I know people named Nelly. Like, I know people like Nelly's a real name because there was the singer Nelly. Alright, Piloswine, it's time for your first battle. Piloswine's also pretty high level. Piloswine's level 43, so... definitely will be up there. Sneasel. Wow, that did not go down at all. Look at that. That's pathetic. Oh, it's gonna be a long one. Sneasel. I wish I could recommend Sneasel so bad. I want to. I am the founder and maybe only member of the Weavile fan club. I love Weavile. I have a plush of Weavile sitting on a shelf in my room because I love it so much. That was Gen 4, and this is Gen 3. Weavile does not exist in this game. Sneasel is not horrible. It is not horrible. Sneasel has a very, very high attack stat. It'll do a lot of damage on any of its physical attacks. The problem is that all of its moves are special. You will not get very much out of it. The best you're going to get are probably Slash and Aerial Ace are probably the best things you're going to get out of it. It also works really well with Sword Stance if you want to give it that. But it's very pitiful special attack, and the Dark type just not being a good offensive type as of this point in the series. It's very unfortunate. Also, Dark Ice is not a great defensive type either, and it just does not have the defensive stats to back it up. Holy crap, Piloswine, your nature has got to be trash. So yes, I cannot recommend in good faith Sneasel in this game just because it'll be very tough to use because of its low stats and not very good move pool. In a future game though, I will recommend Sneasel with Bells and Whistles on because you can get Weavile, which is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. So we are really struggling here because Piloswine does not want to do anything. I told you it was going to be a challenge, but oh well. Crocro has to come in and save the day like usual. Okay, now don't... Okay, Screech is actually pretty good. Screech lowers physical defense by 2 stages. That actually is definitely helpful. Okay. If you use Brick Break on Piloswine, I swear. Because Piloswine actually took that Brick Break from that Loudred earlier. Not saying that Loudred is very good, but nonetheless. Okay, there we go. Piloswine finally gets to do something here. Okay, not bad. I know you're 2 levels over, but that's still not bad at all. See? When Piloswine gets to do something, it's actually pretty solid. I'm telling you guys, Piloswine was not a bad decision. Okay, well, maybe, but... You guys just need to believe, alright? Alright. Shadow Rush, that's... Whoa! Okay, good job taking that, I guess. Alright, this Surf should be fine here, so we just go ahead and hit this Weavile. Sneasel. Good. And we will use the ball on the next turn. Piloswine might knock itself out here. It actually almost knocked out the Viper as well. That was kind of impressive. 1 HP. Let's go. Alright, never mind. Oh, Lord. Oh, it's gonna be a long road. It's gonna be a long road ahead for our poor fluffy brown boy. Fluffy brown girl, I guess. Alrighty, let's do some Psybeam on the Viper. Let's do some Great Ball on the Sneasel. One, 2, 3. Oh, really? Talk about another forgettable Pokemon, freaking Corsola. Although the Hisuian Corsola is pretty funny. Is it Lowland Hisuian? It's not Lowland. 1. No, it didn't. But that's what it takes. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. As long as I don't have to replay this entire freaking area all over again. Whoa, that was a weird, like, game skip right there. Psybeam, Corsola is bad. Oh, I actually took that. Spike Cannon, that's a pretty rare move, actually. You don't see that one very often. I think that one's... I think that was pretty unique to, like, only a few Pokemon. I know Cloyster can learn it. Sure, just do all this, just get rid of this. Surf is actually neutral against Corsola because it's water rock, so... Thank you. Okay, I just went ahead and healed up because we very clearly needed it. And I had this random thought that I want to go and get out. Okay, so I was about to say we're gonna run back down this flight of stairs. What is a flight of stairs? Is this entire like stairwell the flight of stairs, or is just one of these like individual staircases in between the flat platforms? Is that a flight of stairs? I guess it's probably the individual ones between the platforms, right? Because when I lived in my apartment at my own college, I had to go up 2 flights of stairs to get to my apartment. Anyway, enough about that. Before that horrible Wikimedical anymore, I'll hook up with Ian at the Shadow Pokemon Lab. Eek! Eek! Why did you have to chase me here? It's so unfair. This is great. I can taste it. As I slowly get into their subway. Also, what I was going to mention in that last battle before I got really interrupted by almost losing to a Sneasel, even though I said it wasn't very good in this game, is that Piloswine comes with the Soft Sand, which raises the power of ground type moves. So just if you want to use that. Black Glasses, that raises the power of dark type moves. That is not very good. So whether you want to use Piloswine or any other any other ground type, you definitely want to grab that. Just a saying. Alright, so we have this subway here, this bullet train. Which I didn't see, but I have seen Train to Busan, which is great. The key is missing, it can't be operated. Well, we definitely don't have a key for this. Yep, doesn't look like we have anything in here. We have a jail key, will that work? Probably not. So the only thing left to do is to go through it. Key's missing, can't be operated. Still don't have a key. If we come out the other side... Oh, you are easy to dupe. See, the key for the Shadowliners is right here. You didn't think I would have to really let you take our train. Bye-bye, and this time I made it. Don't you dare forget about me. And she runs away, arguably even faster than she did the first time. And she drops it on the way out. She was too busy running fast in her pretty dress. Fighting evil by daylight. Or is it finding love by daylight, fighting evil by moonlight? I don't know. I've never watched Sailor Moon. But she drops the key. And we are able to go to the subway and get our sandwiches. Man, my jokes are on fire tonight. I don't know about y'all, but my jokes are on fire tonight. I got to ride the subway last summer. I went on vacation to California. And we spent some time in... Oh, this is the song school. We spent some time in San Francisco. So I got to ride the subway there. So that was pretty fun. We now have a way back into the Under. If we were to ever come down here... Get out of the way, Rui. Okay, I guess we'll just... do it. If we were ever to go back in, we can have a way back into the Under if we wanted to go back for any reason. Yo, how's it going? Just getting off shift? Huh? Wasn't Lady Venus supposed to be coming today? Huh? I think I've seen your faces somewhere. That's it, the blacklist! You Western, how'd you get down here? Ark, this won't do. We can't let these guys get in the Shadow Pokemon Lab. So instead of trying to stop us, they run away. And then try to kill us by blowing it up. Ah, yes. Typical supervillains. Trying to kill kids and whatnot, you know. It's typical superhero stuff. We have a box over here. Contains a U-disc. That is good for the Under. We'll go check out what that does later. Huh. Take that and weep. You'll never be able to chase us now. Wahaha. You think that we're overdoing things a little? It's too late now. Come on, let's skedaddle. Wow. The word skedaddle is officially in a Pokemon game. I actually forgot about that. We got a main gate key. Main gate being one word, of course. Well, that will just about do it for everything we have to do here. So we're gonna run back to the Under real quick. and take advantage of that U disc that we found. We're getting very close to this windmill, so we don't get our heads chopped off. And all the way up at the top is a time flute. Truly, actually wasn't very exciting, but we at least now have the time flute. I think that gives us 2 of them now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because you get one after doing Mount Battle. Right. Yep, I have 2 of them. I'm not crazy. Alright, well, that is just about everything we have left to do. We have this main gate key, and I believe there's only one place that we know of that has any kind of main gate to go to. Spoilers, it's the Shadow Pokemon Lab of the Desert. We've already been told that. That's where we ended up, and that's where Lady Venus said she was going to go to meet up with Ein, so that's where we have to go. Now we can get into the main gate. So that's what we're off to next. But real quick, before I do my outro, I want to say, I did not remember that little staircase area being that easy. Like, I remember really disliking, I don't know why I went this way. I remember really disliking that area when I was, like, on my last couple playthroughs. And I remember going into this episode, like, dreading, because I thought the area was longer than it was. And I was going to make a whole spiel about something later, but honestly, it was not bad at all. It was just 4 pretty easy battles, decent shadow Pokemon, and there was a PC and a healer, like, pretty close to the location, so it wasn't really that bad, all things considered. But nonetheless, we have made quite a bit of progress today. We got some shadow Pokemon, we got a new team member, we found out the next location we have to go, and we found our way to get in there. So next time, let's play Pokemon Colosseum. We are heading back out to get through this. We are heading back out to the Shadow Pokemon Lab to truly find what is hiding in there and seeing if we can put a stop to Ein's plans, whatever that may be. If you like this part, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you then. Peace.